Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we will be discussing about the synthesis and degradation of glycine. This is the structure of glycine. Its R group is represented by a hydrogen. The three-letter representation of glycine is GLY and single-letter representation is capital G. Glycine is a glucogenic amino acid. It is also a non-essential amino acid. Now let us move on to the biosynthesis of glycine. Glycine biosynthesis can occur in three ways. So first of all, we'll look on to the first one, that is from serine. So this is the pathway similar to the degradation of serine. So I have explained in detail about this pathway in that video, so you can check it out. So here serine will convert to glycine by giving this much group to this tetrahydrofolate, and also by release of water and in presence of serine hydroxymethyl transferase. So thus serine gets converted to glycine. This is the first pathway. Now let us move on to the second pathway where glyoxylate gets converted to glycine. So here this is the glyoxylate structure, and it gets transaminated in presence of transaminase enzyme to form glycine. So here an alpha amino acid comes and leaves us a keto acid and gives its amino group to this glyoxylate in replacement of this keto group. So thus glycine gets formed. This is the second pathway. Now the third pathway, which is the synthesis of glycine from ammonia and carbon dioxide. So here in the first step, this ammonia accepts a methyl group from methylated THF and gets converted to amino-methyl group in presence of methyl transferase enzyme. So what happens here is this NH3 molecule accepts the CH2 group and from this methylated THF, and this hydrogen of this NH3 rearranges, so changing this CH2 as CH3 and converting this NH3 as NH2. So thus the structure is formed. Then this amino methyl group gets carboxylated and converts to glycine. So here this amino methyl group accepts CO2, and this hydrogen rearranges in here, converting it to COOH group. Thus glycine is formed. These are the three pathways for the synthesis of glycine. Now let us move on to the degradation of glycine. So here the reverse process of synthesis takes place. So in the first step, here glycine gets converted to pyruvate. So here glycine gets first converted to serine, and then this serine gets converted to pyruvate. So this first step is the reverse step of the synthesis of glycine from serine. So it's explained in there. Then in the next step, this serine gets converted to pyruvate by first of all by removal of water molecule. So what happens here is this much OH group and this hydrogen gets removed as water molecule at first. Then again hydration occurs. Here a water molecule comes, and one of its hydrogen gets joined with this CH2 and converts it at CH3. Then the remaining hydrogen attaches with this NH2 as NH3 and leave this bond. Then the remaining oxygen of this water molecule joins with this carbon by a double bond. Thus pyruvate is formed. So this is the first degradative pathway of glycine. Now the second pathway for the degradation of glycine, where glycine gets converted to glyoxylate. So here this is the glycine molecule, and here in the first step this glycine gets converted to an amino acid in presence of dehydrogenase enzyme, where the removal of two hydrogen atoms takes place. So one of the hydrogen from this NH2 and this hydrogen gets removed with NAD plus as NADH2. Then the remaining NH forms a double bond with this carbon and forms this amino acid. Then this amino acid in presence of deaminase enzyme gets converted to glyoxylate with the removal of ammonia. So here addition of water also occurs. So what happens here is this H2, that is this water molecule, donates its two hydrogen atoms to this NH and converts it to NH3 and cleaves this bond, and thus the remaining oxygen attaches with this carbon by a double bond and forms glyoxylate. Here NH3 is removed. Thus this is the pathway for degradation of glycine to glyoxylate. This is all about the degradation of glycine.